So what are contracts? Contracts are nothing but the trading instruments like stocks, FX pairs, indexes, CFDs, futures, options, commodities, bonds, and mutual funds. Now, whenever we send a request from our application to TWS that involves a particular contract, for example, let's say we want to request historical data or live market data for a particular contract, or let's say we want to place a order in a particular contract, then we need to tell TWS which specific contract we are interested in, and we do that by specifying properties of the contract. So once we specify the properties, TWS looks into its database of contracts and tries to find the contract that matches the properties we have specified. If it finds multiple contracts that satisfy the properties, then it returns an error and says that there is an ambiguity and you need to specify more properties. Now let's take a look at the properties of the contract, which helps TWS in identifying the specific contract. So the first property is the symbol. For example, for Apple, the symbol is AAPL. For Amazon, it's AMZN. For Google, it's GOOG. For IBM, it's IBM. Next, we have the security type. So for stocks, the security type is STK. For futures, it's FUT. For options, it's OPT. For index, it's IND. Next property is the currency. So we can have the currency as USD, INR, GBP, or EUR. Then next property is the destination exchange. So it could be NASDAQ, it could be ARCA, Amex, or we can specify SMART. So if we specify the exchange as SMART, then what IB will do is it will route our order to the specific exchange that gives us the most favorable price. Now let's go to TWS and see how we can look at the properties of the contract. So here I have a watch list of 4 stocks: Apple, Amazon, IBM, and Google. Let's click on this symbol AAPL and go to financial instrument info, then go to description. So here we can see that the symbol of this contract is AAPL. The security type is STK, that is, it's a stock. The currency is USD. The exchange is SMART. And sometimes we would also need to specify the primary exchange in case there is ambiguity. So the primary exchange for this contract is NASDAQ. So these are the key 4 or 5 properties we need to specify for simple contracts like stocks, indexes, and CFDs. For other complex contracts like futures and options, we need to specify some additional properties like what's the expiry date, what's the right, so whether it's a call option or if it's a put option, what's the strike price, and so on.